We'll do it again. We'll cut all that. We'll cut all that for the video if we ever upload this to
Yeah.
YouTube. Okay.
I advise such a thing to be done.
All right. Cool. Welcome everyone. It's Mr. A running F.E.A.R, one of my favorite shooters. I was gonna just do this as an interim kind of game before we play SWAT. We're waiting on one of our players to get his computer back, and then we're gonna do some co-op SWAT 4. But I wanted to do something in the meantime just to keep the channel alive on life support. So F.E.A.R is one of my favorite shooters. A lot of fun, action-packed, and kind of a horror atmosphere, all things that I enjoy. And I think it's generally pretty highly reviewed and highly regarded, but not a lot of people I know personally at least have actually played it. So I wanted to kind of show it off and show why I like it so much. And yeah, so like I said, we have XDeath here in the chat with me. I think we'll have maybe a few more people joining later on. And let's go ahead and get started. I've beaten this game probably 4 or 5 times, so we're going to play on extreme difficulty so I can show off the game's AI in particular, which is really one of the high points. So now we're going to watch a cutscene. I'm going to warn everyone ahead of time that the text in the cutscenes and in the actual game is going to be very small. If there's anything important, I'll read it out. Actually, I think the only text that needs to be read is at the very beginning, talking about this little part. So in 2002, the U.S. Army formed a secret unit dedicated to combating paranormal threats to national security. And the unit was named First Encounter Assault Recon, or F.E.A.R. Definitely one of those acronyms where you come up with the acronym first, and then you just figure out what fits in there. Yes. So hopefully this, we tried this before and the cutscene was a little quiet, so hopefully you guys can hear it okay. It's not like, there's a little bit of dialogue. It's not super important, but there's some sounds.
So I have never played any of these games. All I really know about them is that there's a scary little girl and you are an army man.
That's really all you need to know. In fact, there is a story there. It's not too bad. There's some twists and turns. I'll say the first game is by far the best, both gameplay and story-wise. And honestly, in my opinion, graphically. And I'll kind of point out why I think that is. The second game is definitely not a bad game. And the third one is arguably a bad game. But you can play in co-op, which is kind of fun. So.
Well, Dead Space did the same thing, right? With the third game, they switched to a very co-op focus, which seems kind of antithetical to horror in some ways.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, someone just joined. Meko, welcome.
Meko's here, it seems.
I'm not going to redo my spiel, because that was already the second time, but...
No, don't redo your spiel, please.
I had you on the stream.
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay, so here we have some SWAT men getting killed.
Yes, so something is happening. It'll be explained very shortly, but the little girl showed up to this man's room, and then shit's going down for some reason.
Yes, her name is Alma, right?
Correct, her name is Alma.
She reminds me quite a bit of the girl from The Ring. I think her name's Samara.
Yes, Samara and the girl from The Grudge. The developers stated that they weren't trying to copy any particular movie. It was the development of Alma was more of a homage to Japanese horror in general. So a lot of this movie is, or a lot of this game is homages to different things the developers liked, certain movies, certain just types of media. So I'll point it out. So we just witnessed that man eating someone, which is
yes, I was about to say, some cannibalism going on.
There was an uprising. Fettel has taken command of the prototypes. We can still resolve this discreetly, but we have to move fast.
All right. Make a few calls.
This wacko's name is Paxton Fettel. He's the key. If we contain him, we contain the situation.
Fucker's got an appetite.
I think he has an agenda. It's not just recreational. He's getting something out of it.
Essential vitamins and nutrients?
What's his story?
Property of Armacam Technology Corporation. They're working on a military contract to develop an army of clones and respond to a psychic commander. Top secret.
I like this enhancement in the background here. Very high tech.
You fucking kid.
Yes.
This is why nobody takes us seriously. Military
U.S.
clones.
Army tech.
A full battalion.
Yeah.
Highly trained and heavily armed.
A battalion? What are we supposed to do against 1,000 super soldiers?
Like I said, we put Fettel down and it's over. Fortunately, the whole point of the program is to give commanders first-hand knowledge of the battlefield without putting them in danger. That means we should be able to corner the bastard without having to wade through all those soldiers.
How do we find him?
Army came and planted a transmitter in his head. Should lead us right to him.
It's awfully convenient.
Assuming it does what it's supposed to. What about you, buddy? Ready to go to work?
Putting him in the field? Are you crazy? He just transferred in a week ago.
You've seen his training results. His reflexes are totally off the charts. I think he can handle himself.
Whatever, man. It's your call.
Goddamn right it is.
Don't worry. You'll be fine.
Let's roll.
All right.
You will be a god among men.
So already, right from the start, we're getting little spooky story sequences.
Yes. So we got a silent protagonist, is that right?
That is correct. He is mercifully silent. I'm going to go ahead and, real quick, I'm going to turn off the subtitles because they're so small, they're utterly useless.
We've also got sort of a Half-Life 2 cutscene thing going in a couple parts where you can like move and look around a little bit while
Yeah.
people are talking.
I believe all the cutscenes, like the entire game, is from your perspective, which is something that I think
okay.
Half-Life kind of revolutionized, or did first at least. Oh no, I meant to read that. Oh well. Our objective is to capture or eliminate Paxton Fettel so we can shut down these psychic super soldiers that he is controlling. So, you can obviously shoot, zoom in, you can hit, but also your guy's a martial arts badass and can like kick and stuff, and like, hold on, slide kick, that kind of thing.
Yes.
So
That's
that's,
like one of those cutscenes was delving into the main character's backstory, where maybe some human experimentation has been done on him.
yeah, so it's supposed to be ambiguous. It's unclear if that is truly from your perspective or you're just having visions, but yes, somebody was being experimented on, and then there was an old man talking to us, and Paxton Fettel was also asking us, or whoever's eyes we were looking through, what the first thing we remember is. So, yeah. Let's just get started. I'll point things out as we go. I think, well, already, can't really tell here. My favorite thing about this game, and the thing that I think makes the graphics look amazing, is the lighting. The developers, I think they mentioned that they were heavily restricted by the engine's capabilities, lighting-wise. You can only have a certain number of lights in a scene. And I think it's an example of devs kind of going above and beyond by having to work around restrictions. Because there's few lights in the game. They tend to be very harsh, with harsh shadows, and it creates a kind of dark atmosphere that I think ends up looking really good. And it also serves to hide some of these blurry textures, which, you know, they're really good for 2005. But nowadays, you know, it looks a little dated, but everything tends to be pretty dark, and I think that helps it.
Well, that brings to mind the story of how the fog was implemented in the first Silent Hill, where the developers noticed that there was just a really crappy draw distance on the PlayStation 1. So
Yeah.
they ended up using the fog to cover it, and that ended up being like, it served it as a horror game, and ended up being one of the more iconic parts of the game.
Right, absolutely. I forgot to ask, how is the sound? Is it too loud, too quiet?
It's good in the Discord stream. Let me pop the
Okay.
actual stream on again.
Yeah, sorry, I keep forcing you guys to help me here. I'll talk about the AI later, but fun fact, the rats are governed by the same AI that governs the enemies. I'll mention, I'll go into detail a little later. But so I did mention before, the AI is one of the high points of this game, and yeah, like the AI, obviously it's all faked, but it's faked so well that the enemies do seem very intelligent. So I'm just looking around. You might have noticed I picked up an object over here. It boosted my health by 5 points, so there are collectibles in this game, and that's kind of the game's way to force you to explore, because, you know, if the game is effective in being scary, you're going to want to, the player might want to just keep their head down and just move through it, and the game wants to encourage you to go out into the dark corners of the map and it does that by having these little collectibles hidden everywhere. There is an Easter egg here. I think if you like open and close a door a certain number of times, Alma appears. I'm gonna just like try it, and
that'd be the sort of the first appearance of her.
it actually is. Yeah, the first appearance is a secret appearance. I think if you like harass this door long enough.
So after listening to the stream audio, it's probably the game audio is probably a little quiet there, if anything.
Oh, interesting. Oh, there we go. I did it. There she is.
Shoot it.
Ah, waste of ammo.
Is ammo very restrictive in this game?
No. Interestingly, Wikipedia lists this game as a survival game, which is not at all true. It is a full-on action game. All right, I'll turn the game up like max, and then if that's too loud.
Your weapons break in this game.
No, no, there's no weapon degradation. It hadn't been invented yet.
It's trash officially.
Little jump scare there.
Well, that's, I guess ammo often serves a similar purpose to something like weapon degradation really. Kind of provides that resource management, and in a survival horror game, it forces you to scrounge around for ammo.
Right. In this game, you just every enemy drops ammo, and there are a lot of enemies. So.
Yeah, you're with the U.S. government, so you're well supplied, right? You're
right. Yeah. I'm with the Army. Special operative.
I guess this is at the point where we start to have sort of that transition from horror games into a lot of action horror games being common. Because
yeah.
the Dead Space series as well, which is sort of supposed to be horror, but it's very action heavy.
Absolutely.
Through various ammo might be a little more limited than that, but it's not too big of a concern, in my opinion at least.
I am staring at this light for a reason. You might have noticed. It is dynamic light, which was super cool in 2005, and it's also part of why I think this game's lighting is really good, because it has dynamic lights and shadows, and anytime you see like the shadow of something, there's something there, and you can use it to get the drop on enemies, or the game uses it to scare you, that kind of thing. And it's just cool. You shoot it, it moves. That's pretty badass for 05.
Yes. That was actually something I kind of wanted to comment upon when you were talking about how you hold this game in high regard, but it seems like not too many people have played it now. I was wondering if that might be because a lot of why it was popular at the time was like the technology behind it.
Yes.
So in that sense, it may not have aged as well as some other games.
I think that's actually exactly right. This game was used to benchmark systems, you know, back in the day. Now, obviously, right? Exactly. Yeah, before Crisis. So. Uh-oh.
I mean, Crisis gets a lot of the hype, but it's, you know, how intense it was on machines. But people forget it was just poorly optimized. It was nothing to do with it being graphically amazing. Well, it was really good for its time.
Yeah,
but
you're right.
It also was like poorly optimized as well.
Yeah, you're right in a way. Especially, I noticed if you played the like standalone expansion, I think Warhead, I think was the name of it. They optimized it to run better, but they did that by like dropping the object draw distance so low that you could just see grass pop in front of you. Oh, there's
that's unfortunate.
Paxton Fettel. So yeah, they optimized, even when they did optimize it, it was still like not a good way to do it. So I wonder if that was real, and if it was, where'd it go? So I'm just supposed to search the area now, because yeah, I didn't talk about what just happened. We found a corpse that Paxton Fettel had chewed his face a bit. I think the game hasn't said yet why Paxton Fettel eats people, but there is a reason. But we're just trying to search the area, see if we can find him.
Yes, I don't think it's been established. The one lady back at the headquarters was saying he might have had some kind of agenda or something.
Yeah, he's getting something out of it, she said. There's a reason he's doing it, but we're not sure why. So, whoa! I actually did shoot him, but I don't think it counts.
Yeah, it seemed like it was like a cutscene.
Yeah, it was.
Right in thinking this is the same developers behind Condemned.
It is. It is the same developers. And Shadow of Mordor.
I've heard Condemned is quite good, actually.
It is. I quite enjoyed it. Yeah, the developers are Monolith.
Yeah.
Did you like Shadow of Mordor?
I enjoyed it. Good, like, Assassin's Creed / Batman. I was gonna say like rip-off, but I don't want to call it a ripoff.
that type of game.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed is kind of just like the baseline for AAA games at this point, you know?
Right, right. So we have I think a situation at the docks, and the army has sent some helicopters to pick us up so we can get there, and they're supposed to wait there for us because we're the team in charge.
Hey, back already? See anything?
You guys about done up there? Our day's just getting started.
You boys run along. I'll be busy here for a while.
So is she a dentist?
She is like the team's technical and like psychic officer or something. She does all the paranormal stuff while we run around shooting stuff.
I've tried to forget. I've tried so hard to forget.
So obviously now, playing this so much and being old, it doesn't scare me anymore. But when I first played this game, I was like 15, and it scared the shit out of me. I remember.
Yeah, fair enough. I think it's less scary for me when I'm just watching it and having
Yeah.
to talk with and everything.
Right.
So it's probably not completely fair.
Team 1 will move in from the southwest. Team 2 will approach from the north. Once our recon is complete,
I find that when I'm playing horror games, I get stressed out at the gameplay, but not so much scared by the cutscenes usually.
Yeah, and I think I was about to mention the same thing, is that the game forces you, the player, to press forward, and that like creates stress, and that's part of how it builds atmosphere. Okay,
Yeah, I
so
think that's why video games are quite a good medium for horror, really.
I completely agree. Yeah, just so Paxton Fettel escaped us, and we found the replica force in near the wastewater treatment plant. So that's where we've been deployed here to see why they're there, and just check it out and see if we can find Fettel. So I'm actually gonna, well, after the cutscene, I'm gonna turn you guys up in Discord because for me the game volume is actually too loud.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I think me and Extra are a little bit quieter than you in the stream.
okay.
I mean, Extra's always quiet. So.
That's true.
I used the username.
Yeah, we have been this whole stream.
Oh
so-
yeah, I'm not like enforcing. I know it's my suggestion, but to use our real names, but I never do it. Or I'm gonna turn you guys up a little bit then.
I don't think it matters one way or another, really.
Yeah, it's more just because saying Mr. A is just a mouthful.
Oh yeah.
It's
So
probably your fault.
so these guys have assigned me because I am the specialist to go find the controls to open the gate. They're kind of making fun of me. I can understand though. Like if I was a special forces soldier and some team came in saying they were like anti-paranormal, I'd be laughing my ass off. So
Like this 20-year-old boy or whatever has
Yeah.
been through it a week ago.
That's right, exactly. So you can see my reflexes were boosted. I found a reflex booster. Oh, reflex. Yeah, this game has Matrix-style slow-mo. I forgot to mention that, so that's pretty
Oh,
important.
that's the main thing I remember from this. I've never completed this one myself, I don't think. But I always remember the slow-mo being like a feature.
It is like a main feature of the combat. It's very important to get by. I'm playing on the highest difficulty, and it's going to be really, really important to kill enemies. So here's the gate control.
It became a pretty popular mechanic for shooters after Max Payne, I think.
Yeah,
All the
it's there's been a few games with it. Yeah, this game definitely came out after Max Payne, so it wasn't original.
One of the Wolfenstein games had, I know.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, so something just fucking happened. Uh-oh.
No, those guys didn't fare so well.
No, no. Looks like Alma melted their flesh.
Damn.
This looks
That's
like a
one
shitty
scary
way to
little
go.
girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that being burned alive is the most painful way.
Yes, yes. So, yep.
We should test that there.
Okay.
Seems like a difficult thing to test, really.
I mean, you can burn yourself. Not that I'm saying you should. But
Yeah, but then like you have to also go and experience all the other different ways of dying to be able
Oh,
to
I
compare which
suppose
one's
that's a good point.
the
Yeah.
worst.
Can I help you, buddy? I can't remember. Oh, you can't open lockers. Okay. Alright, so we can hear chatter here.
They were fighting these guys.
Yeah, so another thing I love about this game is, like, the particle effects are so over the top and, like, just cool. And you can leave bullet holes in the walls that I think look, like, really good. Or, like, from maybe farther away. But it's reminiscent of, like, you know, like action movies. I think I've heard the opening scene of Hard Boiled, the John Woo movie. There's an opening scene in a, I think like a restaurant or something. If Rain was here, he'd correct me. But if you watch that scene, it's like exactly what this game, like the particle effects are so over the top. There's like people getting shot and papers and dust flying everywhere. That was a pretty big inspiration, I think, for this game. So, I wonder what that was.
Yeah, it does sound like it would be of interest to Rain, for sure.
Yeah, I'll bring it up when he's here. So I just found health. This game doesn't have, like, regenerating health like COD. It has a static health and armor, like old school shooters. So you pick up health packs and you can actually choose when to use them, which I think is...
no, that's the survival aspect of it.
That is, yeah, it must be. So can't go that way, so I'm gonna go up here. I am, like, exploring a bit so we can find those reflex and health boosters. Everything in here is the kind of finite, like your flashlight drains and has to recharge, reflex drains and has to recharge. Well, that's obvious. If you could just go slow-mo forever, that'd be a little broken. Yeah. The flashlight's a bit of a nuisance. It's not very important, honestly. Are you serious? Okay. And, but there are some dark parts of the game where the game tries to scare you by making you consider your flashlight. So
there are survival adjacent elements of it, you could say.
Okay, I wanted to hit him, but the range is so short.
In play there?
I'll talk about the AI, yeah. So, it is stupid, like all AI, but I'll talk about why it can look smart when we fight larger groups of enemies. Right now, they're just kind of coming at us one-on-one. But later you'll see they pretend to work together very well, and they flank you. And a big part of it is, I'll try to stop talking during one fight so you can hear it. They communicate with each other, and they do it very specifically. Like if you hide behind a sofa, they'll be like, they won't say like he's in cover. They'll say like he's behind the sofa. They have a bunch of triggers that. So I'm going around collecting ammo now. They have a bunch of triggers that tell them like what to say, and they don't necessarily act on it, but because they say it, the player thinks they're acting on it. It makes them seem really smart, even though they're just like saying words. And like they'll call out when they're reloading, they'll call out when there's like one guy left in the squad. Like they over-communicate so much, it just adds a little layer of pseudo-intelligence to them.
Probably a lot of programming went into doing that.
Yeah.
There was a lot of different audio lines.
So there's like some weird electrical anomaly that doesn't look like anything we've encountered before.
I'm curious to know, is there a limit to how many health packs you can carry at one time?
There is, but I don't know what that limit is. I think it might be like 5. I have 3 right now.
So that's another thing that's consistent with like a horror game design, is kind of low inventory limit.
Yeah, it's low enough to make you worry about it, but not enough to make you... It's not like a survival horror levels.
Yeah.
There's plenty. Later on, especially if I play well, I'll have more than enough health packs, and I'll just be using them just to be able to pick more up. So, okay, we have 5 now, so let's see if we find another, we'll see if I can pick it up or not. But you can see like the bullet trails and stuff in slow motion. It's just like, it's a really cool looking game with how over the top all the little effects are. It's obviously, it doesn't look realistic at all, but that's not the point, you know.
No.
And I think that's also
better to go for like more visual distinctiveness than it is to go for realism.
And I think that's part of why the game like holds up as well as it does. I know it doesn't, you know, what we talked about earlier doesn't hold up as well as some other games, but on the particle effects, I think they still look good just because they're so over the top and it's kind of an artistic choice. I think that's something that a lot of games do. So I just found the assault rifle, which is similar to the SMG that I've been using. Oh yeah, you can dual wield pistols. But it's slower rate of fire and a bit more accurate, so I prefer it personally.
This game, it seems like this game does not go for the Halo style 2 weapon system, does it?
No, it does not, which I find fortunate because aside from the SMG and assault rifle, most of the weapons are pretty unique. You get some really cool ones later on. So you can listen to phone messages that kind of help build the background story. I'll do it, but I might not keep doing it. Okay, so there's a lot of loud noises around. Okay, I'm gonna move this so we can get across. What was I talking about? I was talking about the enemy AI earlier, and the way it works is if you know anything about AI, I actually watched a video on this earlier today so I could talk about it, so I could educate myself. It's like, oh God, if Rain was here, he could probably correct me, but it's like goal-oriented, where the game gives the actors a goal, and the AI figures out, like, wow, okay, they blew me up. Okay.
Well, that was quite smart.
That was. I haven't been saving, have I? Oh God. Oops. Okay, I gotta quick save more. My bad. I didn't expect to die. We'll just retrace a bit. That'll let me talk about the AI. There's a list of things that the enemies can do. A list of ways they can accomplish their goal by moving around, shooting their weapons, etc. I mentioned earlier the rats use the same system, and their only things they can do are to move randomly or move away from the player. But back in the day, the rats would, because they have so few tasks they can do, they would complete their task, like move, and they'd ask for a new task. And they do this so frequently that they would actually bog down the game's performance. Which obviously won't be an issue today with my fancy rig. Future computer. But back in the day, because it's not an issue with enemies, because you kill them as soon as you meet them, but most players don't kill the rats, and so they don't, like, unload. The AI gets loaded in and then just constantly asking for updates from the game. So
there was actually an incentive to exterminate all the rats to improve the game performance.
Exactly. Oh, I killed them. I was wondering that earlier because it sounds like there's sound coming from there. I don't know if it's that guy through the wall or if I just killed them before their voice clip finished and it was bugged. But okay, I'm gonna go ahead and quick save, so we don't have to. At least we'll be here. I usually quick save often.
You did pick up 6 med packs earlier, so the limit is above 5.
Yeah, you're right. You're correct. Maybe it's 10. Who knows? Nice round number.
10 seems high, but this is more of an action game.
Yeah, it is. Like, I think people talk about this being a horror game, but like what you're seeing now is the vast majority of the gameplay. It is very much an action game with some horror elements.
Not much horror about this. This could be almost Call of Duty, except that it's like not a very linear cover-based shooters.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, I mean, graphics aside, the gameplay design of it still upholds today. If you update the graphics on this, you won't be able to tell this is an old game.
Right. It is well made and very fun, in my opinion.
Well, it seems like it has a little bit more of like a retro shooter sensibility, since it doesn't do the 2-weapon system. It doesn't have regenerating health, and I generally think that's for the best. I think some of the stuff at Halo, like revolutionizing, ended up kind of being unhealthy for this genre, to be honest.
I agree, and mostly it's I think due to console limitations. This game did also come out for the Xbox, but it was primarily a PC game, and you can definitely tell that.
Yeah, I guess the 2-weapon system makes more sense on a console because you don't have that like numpad to quickly switch weapons.
And nowadays they fixed that by having a weapon wheel, but I guess those haven't been invented yet. So here's more med packs. I'm getting a lot. I am quick saving a lot because now I'm paranoid about dying. Oh yeah, the grenade looks really cool in bullet time. Oh, I missed the. But I always like the explosion.
Technically, then this game came out after Halo.
Actually, yeah, you're correct. It did.
So yeah, this must have gone against the norms anyway. So it just didn't follow the.
Well, I think maybe Halo did establish the norms, but not quite yet. Like not every game had started to copy it at that point.
That's probably true, I would guess.
Like it wasn't a norm yet. It was just a suggestion at that point from Halo.
I think some FPSs went one or two ways because some copied, well, I say copied, some took inspiration more from Half-Life, others took more inspiration from Halo.
So
like,
some enemies
this feels more like it took inspiration from Half-Life over Halo.
Yeah. And, I mean, I'd say even Halo took an inspiration from Half-Life, most likely, because Half-Life came out in, what, 98? Yeah. And Halo came out after that.
I'm more thinking Half-Life 2, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
A lot of games took inspiration from this.
When did Half-Life 2 come out? I don't, remember.
2005 or so.
Okay, so it might have been a little bit after this, actually.
Let me look it up, because I don't know for sure.
So you notice I keep throwing grenades and missing. The grenade has a timer, but if you hit an enemy directly with it, it explodes immediately, which is what I'm trying to go for.
Half-Life 2 was released on November 16th of 2004.
Okay, so, well, I don't think that was enough time for it to have heavily affect the development of this game. Well, actually, no, a year, and games didn't take that long, as long to develop back then, so...
Well, Halo 2 came out same month, so...
Okay. I'm just looking for ammo.
And then F.E.A.R. was October 17th of 2005, so almost a year after Half-Life 2.
Okay, so, yeah, it would have had enough time to actually affect it, because back then, games just didn't take, all that long to make, depending on the game, but, nowadays, it's universally a generally long time.
Yeah, they didn't have to, hire, A-list celebrities to voice a single
Right, exactly.
character.
Uh-oh, that's our squad mate. Why is he a ghost? Okay. I did mention this to, I think you Xdeath earlier, but you can tell that, the action and horror sequences are generally split up. I did overstate how split up they are, it's not clearly delineated, we just had an action sequence and now it's a spooky sequence. But you'll never have, a fight with horror elements going on at the same time, or at least a fight with the Replicants. So you can usually tell it's if things get quiet, you might be about to get spooked, but uh-oh.
There's definitely stuff signaling that we transition to the spooky part now,
yeah.
For sure.
I wonder what happened here. So, one complaint I have about this game, it's probably the game's only flaw, is that the environments do get a bit samey. We've kind of been wandering through warehouses, and part of it's a limitation of the AI, is that for the AI to work well, it needs a confined space. Because one of the things it does really well is, it works, one reason it appears really smart is that it works with the level design, where the levels have all these objects, not in this room necessarily, but tables, chairs, even these boxes that the AI can interact with, knock them over, take cover behind them. It can also jump through windows and doors, so the more things it has to interact with, the more smart it looks. But for that to happen, it has to be it's easier for it to be a confined indoor, specially designed space for the AI to play with. And so mostly it's indoor environments with warehouses. The middle part of the game is an office sequence that takes way too fucking long. Okay, so this is our first encounter with Alma. So we can try to shoot her. I can tell you that if we get close enough, we will die, so I'm just gonna get the fuck out of here.
Does trying to shoot her make her angry, or does it not do anything?
It doesn't do anything. And we get action movie blown out a window.
Yeah.
That sequence was pretty cool, actually.
Yeah. I think it looked cool, too, with all the explosion effects in this game I really like.
You said, obviously getting close to it, you could die, but that took you to just, to discover you had to walk backwards. You know what I mean? It's not. It wasn't just force. It wasn't just one big cutscene of you walking backwards.
Right. It gives you a choice. Yeah, you're almost always in control. I was gonna say even now I can move my head, but I actually can't. So disregard that. Usually you can.
Yeah, well, you just jumped out a window. So.
Yeah, I'm a little bit disoriented.
You might
there we
go.
go. I'm fine. All right. Okay, so I'm fine. They're sending me in to take care of Paxton Fettel, because, they're like, hey, looks okay. So, let's go.
Can you shoot the NPCs?
That's a great question. Nah, bullets just go through them.
Okay.
Good call, though. I am actually almost out of ammo on this gun, so I'm going to switch to using the pistols. Another thing I like about this game, you just saw an armored car. The enemies, they transport in, armored cars, and they have normal guns and helicopters and that kind of thing. It's military surplus stuff. You know, it's a private army. In the next games, they'll have all this like sci-fi stuff, which I think really doesn't fit as well with the game's tone. I think it's way better in this game. Yeah. This game has some sci-fi elements toward the end, but the other games like go heavy in that, and I think this game does it better, where it's much more grounded. So we are at the water treatment plant now. There's a... I don't know if those are our helicopters or the replicants, but... Oh no, yeah, so the dialogue that I was just talking over, the Delta Squad Army guys got called to... I think Armacom is the company that made the replicants, so they got called to their headquarters. There's a situation there, so they've left us here to clean up the water treatment plant. So that's what we're gonna do, or try to find Fettel, because he's allegedly still here.
Just saying allegedly kind of spoils it that we probably won't find him, though.
No, I legitimately don't remember.
Okay.
It's just last time we lost track of him, so I'm expecting it to happen. Yeah, I don't remember the story in enough detail to be like, yeah, and then Fettel comes out of here and then goes here.
Okay.
I remember broad strokes.
It seems like we might have bigger concerns than him at this point, though.
Yeah, there are replicants everywhere, and they are indeed hostile. So
are they called replicants in game?
Yeah, I think they said it earlier.
Okay. Maybe a bit of a Blade Runner homage there.
Yeah. Now that you say that, it might be Replicas. I think it is Replicants. And yeah, definitely probably a Blade Runner homage. So, spooky flashlight flickering. Uh-oh. The rats are running. Something scared them. There she is. You shouldn't let children run around in sewers. Huh? Okay, so there's a... Oh, okay. Ah, see, caught her. That's a cool sequence. I guess I missed it, but you can see her shadow there, and like then turn around and see that she's like physically there. So it's an example of the game using dynamic shadows to its advantage. It didn't just paint the shadow on the wall; it had a physical object, in this case being Alma, to spook you if you turn around in time.
Yes.
Okay, cool. There's our enemies. Look at that tactical roll. Fucking badass. Okay. I thought that was funny. Just like dove out a window. Can I do that?
Oh, yeah.
No. Okay. I think there might be secrets down here. Nope. I'm just wasting my time. Some textures look better than others. Like this text is fairly sharp for 05, but if you look at this thing, it's like, it doesn't look too good. So.
Did you not install mods before?
No, there are texture mods. I didn't really investigate them. The game doesn't have a big mod community, and so I don't usually go for mods if there's not a large enough community or like a dedicated community to curate them, because then it's like there's like 2 mods on ModDB, and I have no idea if they're good or not. You know, I think one is one is a texture mod, so I might try it out because a lot of them do gameplay changes, and I don't want that. I do not personally believe there's anything that needs changing about the gameplay. I think it's pretty solid. Like they add new weapons and stuff, which is really, in my opinion, unnecessary. So I think this is a secret. Hopefully this is not the right way to go, because I think there are secrets around here and I'm trying to get to them. Nope. This is the right way to go. Let's look around down here. Nope, I was wrong. Okay. Oh no, here we go. Yeah, there's a tunnel. I played up to here yesterday, which is why I remember this so well. But I think from here forward, I haven't played in like 5 years, so or probably more. Yeah, it was a friend of mine got me into this. He was talking about how it's one of his favorite games, and you know, I again, like I said at the beginning of the stream, I'd heard of it. I heard it was good, but I never met anyone who played it, especially someone who thought it was their, one of their favorite games. So I can thank him for getting me into it, because it's one of my favorite games now.
It sounded like you were fucking drumming a song then.
Yeah, I did. I had a good rhythm going. So yeah, so that guy said I need help because I killed this whole squad. So it's an example of the dynamic dialogue that they use, and they'll say like, "There's only one of us left" or shit like that. It's pretty cool.
That's me.
Yeah, it's like I'm the only one, something like that. And they also swear a lot, which is funny. If you throw a grenade at them, they'll be like, "Oh fuck, grenade!" It's funny in slow motion. I have a adolescent sense of humor, I suppose, but grenade. There he goes. Well, I didn't have it in slow-mo. Fucking missed again! I gotta get way better. There we go. I mean, he didn't miss, but I want to hit them directly because it explodes immediately and it just a bunch of blood everywhere.
I love how the way of escape there was to try and climb back
up the ladder. Yeah. Poor guys.
Yeah, that didn't turn out to be such a good tactic.
Nope. Just see if I missed anything. I think. Is there anything back there? Oh yeah. Let me know if I'm being annoying by looking for secrets too much. I think I came through there.
It's fine by me.
Okay.
It's really annoying that you're showing us this game.
Well, I mean, it might just be like, cause I'm just. I'll talk over it anyway. So okay, I have 10 medkits now. So let's see if that's the max.
Yes, the number did flash when you picked up the 10th one, but I don't know if it does that all the time or if that was to indicate.
Here's one. Yep, 10's the max. So let's just use one and pick that one up. There's never any reason to leave medkits because you don't really backtrack in this game.
An Alienware computer?
Yeah, it is. They advertise Alienware in this game.
Product placement.
Yep.
So F.E.A.R's to blame then for all this product placement.
Yeah. I can't hear what he's saying. I'm actually gonna... Sorry. I'm gonna turn the sound effects down a little bit and the music just so I can hear the speech a little better. It's not super important, but... Okay, we'll miss the whole thing, but... Next time! Okay, I can't even heal to get that when I'm full health, so... Yeah, so, I mean, as you can see, extreme difficulty is not, like, that hard. I mean, it's also the beginning of the game, but I think it's the best way to experience the AI, and enemies do, you know, more damage, so you're not... Like, I'm doing fine, but it's challenging enough to be interesting. Later on, it'll get, obviously, harder. But anyone who plays this game, I do recommend trying extreme difficulty. I know that may seem daunting, but it's actually... It's not that bad, and it's the way it was meant to be played. But yeah, you can lean in this game. It's one of those rare games. They don't have that anymore. But I find the best way to survive gunfights is to actually stay mobile. It's more of a, you know, action-focused shooter. I mean, like Halo. Halo's also that way. Whereas in games like COD, at least I'm not a pro or anything, but it's a lot more cover-focused.
Yeah,
that's 90% of what it is.
Yeah.
Doom would be another good example where you have to run around a lot.
Yep. And Half-Life as well. I hope this is the right way. Oh, I forgot you can swim in this game. Oh, you swim fast as fuck. Look at this guy. Damn, okay. Ah! Shaking my lights. Alright. Oh, sorry, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. 2 seconds. Okay, sorry, I'm back. I got dinner delivered and I didn't want to sit out in the rain. So we are back. I forgot which way I was going. I think it's this way.
What did you get for dinner?
Chicken wings. It's good. I like chicken wings. I like spicy food, and I'm diabetic, and they are low carb, so it's not too... Can't do anything.
Oh, it was shadow, wasn't it?
It was, so I think it was that light that was doing it. I should look behind me though, because she could have been behind me.
Can she kill you at this part, or is she just walking around being spooky?
She's just being spooky. Okay, so this is one of the this is one of the cooler horror sequences. It's like hallway of blood.
Yeah.
Ah,
the shining,
spooky skeleton. Yeah, exactly.
I couldn't understand why that bit might be spooky. That almost been me.
That part, that's probably the corniest little scare in the game, that skeleton.
I wasn't expecting it, I was just looking ahead and
yeah. Okay, so Fettel is, they're saying Fettel is definitely here, so I'm still looking for him. Let's see, I can...
You knew that all along though. You spoiled it earlier.
No, I didn't. I legitimately have no idea. And I, honestly, playing this game before, I never like paid attention to the story much. Like, I know the overall plot, but like, for the longest time, I was like, why are we at this water treatment plant? Because I just like missed the fact that we're still looking for Fettel. Oh, there he is. See? He's here. Or his ghost is. Okay, let's check out here first. This looks like the correct path. Maybe not. Oh, just some armor. Okay. Oh, no, that is the right way, it looks like. So I'm going to check the other way down in the water real quick. See what we can find. I don't know if I can... Actually, it might be just a big loop. So I'm going to jump in the water real quick and then... Yep, okay. That was a waste of time. Let's go. Oh, that actually hurt me. That was stupid. Okay.
You just lost all your armor.
And my ears are ringing. Yeah. Oh. Some solid hits there. Yeah, they do hit pretty hard. Guns are kind of inaccurate in this game, which I think makes it's a design choice so that it's just a bunch of bullets flying everywhere instead of like super precise shots. I do actually need to heal a bit now. Okay, I can hear that better.
Hey man, I heard something crazy's happening over there. You alright? Let me know. We're still on for Friday, right? I'll be back, bro.
Okay.
That guy was trying to arrange some kind of meeting with his buddy.
Yeah, or they had a meeting and he's just checking his buddy if his buddy's okay, which I can guarantee he's certainly dead. So kind of sad.
That will never happen.
Right.
Unfortunately, they're never gonna have their get together. That is sad.
No. I'm not gonna go down there. Oh wait. Okay. Hey, welcome.
Yeah.
Glad you could join, Raim. For our viewers, Raim is the reason that we're playing F.E.A.R. because his computer's out of commission, so we can't play SWAT. Oh god. So something I mentioned. Well, okay. Something I mentioned earlier is have you seen Hard Boiled, the John Woo movie?
Yeah. Yeah, I have.
Okay, so the particle effects and action sequences in this game are heavily inspired. Like just the gameplay and visuals are heavily inspired by the like that opening scene of Hard Boiled. I think it's in a restaurant or like tea shop or something.
Yeah.
It's just like bullets flying and dust shooting up and classic John Woo action.
Sliding down.
Yeah, I can slide too and that kind of thing. So. Yep. So all of that is the basis for this game. I guess I can't shoot through there. I'm just gonna follow him around. There we go.
Look who says we just had that phone call with the guys trying to get together.
Yeah.
That's the most drama.
You don't have to sound like you're drumming.
Game benefits the moving around, staying mobile, kind of like a Doom shooter.
Yeah. Doom or Doom especially, I think, well, even the old ones, you're supposed to move fast, but like Half-Life and Halo are like that too. So yeah, like more old school.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're right, like the sliding and kicking and stuff works way better with this style of gameplay than it would with like more cover-based.
I think Half-Life 2 actually has more sort of weirdly survival elements to its gunplay, and that's
yeah, I mean, it does have... Damn, I'm getting messed up. Sorry, because I'm chatting instead of... which is good. That's what I'm blaming it on. Yeah, but I mean, Half-Life 2 had Ravenholm, right? Which was like purely like zombie horror stuff.
That's also the part where it's most heavily designed around the gravity gun, with just tons of saws and stuff lying around.
Yeah, yeah. Are you... What was your goal? It's gonna blow itself up. Okay. I guess if he's gonna go out, take me with him.
Well, he's just a replicant. He doesn't have very much of a feeling of like he needs to survive for himself.
I guess that's true. Yeah, they are clones. I don't know if it's ever revealed in this game who they're clones of. I won't spoil it. I won't spoil it in case they do say. It is a major plot point in game 2, I think.
Is 2 a direct sequel to this, or is it like a separate story in time?
It is well, it's a direct sequel, but it's a different character. Basically, what happened is another company called I can't remember made the expansions to this game, and those are direct one of them is direct continuation, and it's really good, and the other one is a spin-off, and it sucks. And I think because of the sucky one, they retconned both expansions and just made a new sequel, which is kind of lame because I really do like the first expansion for this game. If you guys are interested after this whole game, I'm happy to play that too. Wow, that guy fucked me up. Yeah, I know. I keep dying. If I keep dying a lot, I will turn down the difficulty. Okay, I misremembered. It is a 3-weapon system, so I cannot.
I was just gonna say you asked what weapons.
Yeah, I love the shotgun. It's my favorite gun in the game, almost my favorite gun in the game. So I'm gonna keep that for a while.
Which of the expansions were you?
Yeah, Extraction Point is the good one. And it fixes a lot of this game's flaws, actually, or at least the flaw that I talked about with repetitive level design, or repetitive environments. The design itself is good, but the environments tend to get repetitive in this game, and Extraction Point has a lot of cool ones, and it's also shorter. This game overstays its welcome a little bit, which also is why it feels a little more repetitive. And then the second one is Perseus Mandate, which I don't know all the reasons why it's not good, but one major reason is apparently they stopped using like dynamic lights in the environment, and so the lighting looks way worse. And as I've said a few times, that's like a major reason why I think the game looks good, is the use of lighting and shadows. And Perseus Mandate is inferior in that regard. I don't know why else. Maybe it's just like poorly made overall, but that's like one major reason.
So, have you not played it yourself?
I actually have not. Nowadays when you buy F.E.A.R, you buy F.E.A.R Gold, which has both expansions. I bought it on a disc, and I think it only came with Extraction Point. And I didn't want to buy Perseus Mandate because I heard it was bad. So I do own Perseus Mandate now because this is F.E.A.R Gold. I don't have my CD with me, but I still just haven't played it because I don't really want to. I'll do it for the stream.
No, you know, it might be interesting to investigate whether it's as bad or comparatively bad as people say.
I've actually seen a playthrough of it, and the guy that I watched actually said it wasn't as bad as he's heard people say. So, yeah, I don't know what I just did. I think, I filled this place with water.
Maybe it's just me, but sometimes when people say something that's really bad, that almost makes me more interested in trying it, just to see if it actually is that bad.
Yeah, that's a good point. Oh wait, that's what I just did. I gotta go up here. There we go. Little Half-Life floating box puzzle. Kind of. That was sad.
Was released shortly after Half-Life 2, right?
Yeah, we talked about that a little bit. So it was shortly after, but it was about a year, so it was enough time for them to.
Under a year, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the development time in.
Yeah.
interpolated. Yeah.
Buddy, come here. Okay. I don't know if you guys saw when I shot one of those guys. He kind of just like ducked down and covered his head. I thought that was a little sad. He just gave up. Okay. Another thing I kind of like is the silence. Like the game, I do enjoy the. Is he alive? Oh, okay. I keep praising the AI, but then they keep doing dumb shit like that. Yeah, the ragdolling is fun. Yeah, so you just saw that. You just saw him knock down a shelf to create cover. So they do stuff like that, like interacting with the environment. I think it's pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think.
He knocked it down to take a shot.
Yeah, it wasn't effective.
Do you want to say the explanation of how the AI works for like later down the line?
Yeah, I did bring it up, and I think I actually said you can correct me because you know a little more about programming. I watched a video on this earlier today, so I could know what I'm talking about. But it's like task-oriented AI or something like that, goal-oriented AI. So the game gives them goals, and they have a bunch of options for how to solve them. What's funny is actually they have no awareness of each other, which I didn't realize because they act in a way that can deceive you into thinking they're working as a squad. And it's really, I think it's because of their communication, which I mentioned earlier. They communicate about everything. They communicate where you are, like if they're reloading, how many of them are left, if they're flanking. But it's not necessarily tied to their actual actions. Like they'll say something and then not act on it, but like the player is tricked into thinking that they know what you're doing and are acting on it when it's just like programmed, like pre-written lines they're just saying. I forgot where I was going with that, but yeah, it's mainly a bunch of tricks to make the AI look a lot smarter than it is. Oh, I was talking about squad-based, like working as a team. So they don't. They just make you think they do because they talk to each other, but they have no awareness of each other's existence. It just can look like they do. Oh, yep, this is our first new enemy in the game, is this armored motherfucker. So the best way to deal with him is just to get up close and empty a shotgun clip. Actually, the best way to deal with him is to use grenades. And that'll take out his buddies too. Or not. I'm gonna heal and heal again. Okay. Usually you don't want to get up too close to those guys. So this is the HV penetrator. So I'm gonna take one of those. It's a bolt gun. It shoots just big, huge metal bolts, and it's fun because yeah, it does. I was about to say it pins them to walls. It won't work with the corpse, but I will show you. Yes, if anyone's played Painkiller, yeah, I think Painkiller has an awesome nail gun. That's like a. There he goes.
Apparently that's one of the big selling points of Painkillers. It has all kinds of silly weapons.
Yeah, Painkiller is a really fun game. Good like Doom clone, I guess.
Hitman Blood Money had a nail gun on that, and that were hilarious because the physics were really weird on that because everybody were really floating.
Oh, okay.
You could just hide a body by pinning it to the ceiling.
And, that's
everybody just walked straight past it.
I played a lot of Blood Money. I never knew that. Huh. So Ray, I'm picking up. These are little health and reflex boosters. Reflex is what they call the slow-mo. So they just increase my max health and max reflex. It's how the game encourages you to go out of the way and maybe go into like a scary area by making you want to explore the maps for those little reflex boosts.
Does it have weapon gradation?
Xteth already made that joke, and no, it doesn't. Or no, Mecha made the joke. Ragdolls are ridiculous.
Why would be important to explore getting weapons? That's not great.
Yeah, this game actually like really sucks because the weapons don't degrade, but.
Could have been like a stalker. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stalker novel came out around the same time, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. Let me think about how old was I in 05? Because I bought Stalker like when it came out.
11.
Yeah, 11. Maybe I didn't buy it when it came out.
No, it came out a couple of years after.
Okay, yeah.
2000.
I think I was in like. Yeah. I was about to say I was in 7th grade, and I was in 7th grade in 07. So. Now everyone knows how old I am. I'm just trying to figure
I
out
was
if
also in 7th grade in low 7.
Wow, I didn't know we were about the same age. Okay,
Yeah.
that was the right way, and I just like backtracked forever for that one medkit.
Yeah, as you mentioned, the AI basically works like that. It makes it seem like they are tasked with taking cover and all that, but it's actually just like a byproduct of what they were going for. Like that wasn't really the intended effect for it to seem that aggressive and tactical. But it came out byproduct of what they were seeking. Task.
Yeah, I think it's another example of. I was going to say another example of limitations in this case, like AI limitations actually working for the benefit of the game. Okay, where am I going? I'm just keep like going in circles. Oh, I'm going over here. Okay.
It's something really happen with games. Try to find like a simple solution that ends up bringing a unintended behavior, but that actually enhances the experience.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Hello. Yeah, I was actually going to say there are rats in this game, and they are also use the same AI. They just have less tasks, obviously, like less things they can do. They can't shoot. All they can do is run around and run away from the player. And I said this earlier, I thought you'd appreciate this. Back in the day, the rats actually used to degrade the game's performance because the game's AI would never get unloaded once it was loaded in, and most players don't kill the rats because there's no point. So the rats would load in and just constantly ask the game for new instructions because they just move and ask for new instruction. And they'd bog down the game's performance. Because that's not an issue with the enemies, because you kill them as soon as you meet them, but the rats stay alive, and they keep bogging down the game's like goal handouts. Obviously not an issue with my futuristic computer, but this game does, in some ways, encourage you to eradicate the rats.
Some secrets get buried deeper than others, but I know where to dig. No, wait, you've got the wrong guy! Hush now, Mr. Moody. The time.
Whoa, what a halfling.
Please, no!
Interesting. Oh, Alma's down here. Yeah, the game also warns you of scary stuff by flickering your HUD. Ah! Jeez, that actually got me. I hate when she comes at you like that. She does that every now and then. New level. Alright, so they are, Paxton's still here, and it looks like the replica, not replicant, I was wrong, but close. Replicas are withdrawing, so we're still just trying to find Fettel. Where's he at? Yeah, and like you probably can tell, I feel like each level in this game overstays its welcome a little too long. Not a big deal. There you are. It's double jump scare. I should remember that one because that one got me like the first couple times I played. Oh, that was the explosion that threw me out that window.
Several bodies were recovered from the scene with bullet and shrapnel wounds. So far, no one is commenting on exactly what happened here or why.
Secret. Let's try to get it. Okay. A different secret. I think I have to go like around. Yeah. Looks like it goes back that way. I wonder if there's something back here I missed. I'll check real quick. Probably not. Yeah, this is a lot of backtracking. And I don't think I can go down there. Yeah, no, okay, so it must be ahead.
No, it doesn't look safe to jump down there.
No, I thought it might be full of water, but definitely isn't. This is probably the way. That leads up there, so I'll go down here first. This must be the secret way. Yeah, I can see it glowing. Nothing over there. Flashlight's short range too, which I guess probably good. Keeps it somewhat dark. I'm gonna turn around and there's gonna be a... Oh, okay. I think one of the things this game does well is not over-relying on jump scares. There are a few, but it, like, at that point, it genuinely made me think there would be one and then didn't have one. So it builds tension and doesn't necessarily relieve it. Keeps you on your toes a little bit. So.
I think the scariest thing for Aim in this is the rats running around.
Yeah. Something in the water. Interesting. I don't like hallways, because hallways mean... no. Yeah. Hallways mean this sequence. So yeah, I think this is my favorite, like, little horror sequence in the game. It has a few iterations. Ceiling on the blood now. Or blood on the ceiling now. Ceiling on the blood. The room's flipped. It's got my words flipped, too. Whoa.
Yeah, fuck that one.
My flashlight doesn't work, so... Okay. That was weird. Oh, we're not done.
This is the second game that I can think of a similar time period, like Max Payne. That's also influenced by jungle action.
Yeah.
It has nightmare sequences that...
Right, I forgot about the...
Don't really
I like the nightmare sequences in this game. I think they're actually, like, they look cool. I hated Max Payne's nightmare sequences.
Yeah, I also hated them, especially in the first game, because they became this platform section that you have to.
Yes, it was awful.
It's not a platform game.
Right.
So at least here it's just like a corridor atmospheric sequence.
Okay, so sounds like Fettel is looking for Alma. That's what the information he wanted from this guy, and he tortured it out of him. Oh. Oh. It's action time again. I can hear you. Hopefully that... No, that was too close. Whoa! Okay, they're dead. Oh, I should use the shotgun. This close range. See, he saw my flashlight, but I don't know if he actually saw it or if he just said that to make me think that he saw it.
Play it back again.
I should. I'll probably die and then we'll replay it whether we want to or not.
Now you click save so you can't go back.
I did. Wasted a grenade. How did you get behind me?
Nothing personal.
The cyberpunk.
Yeah, cyberpunk spawning.
This
Okay.
really was ahead of its time.
Yeah. Huh, that looks bad. I wonder... Should've done that. Oh, he must have circled around there. No, I don't know. Okay, I want to check out down here first, and then... This might be the right way, though. No.
No, we haven't. We've gone this far without mentioning Resident Evil, so...
Yeah, this game is very reminiscent of Resident Evil because it has a water treatment plant as one of the levels.
I was actually tempted to bring up Resident Evil when we were... Cats you can... packs you can pick. 10 med packs is a lot. Resident Evil 1, if you're playing as Jill, you can have 8 items including all your med packs. Take up one of those, and then like all your key items, all your weapons, and everything.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. I saw some
more limiting in that respect.
There's movement in that room, so...
But then when you get to Resident Evil 4, you have a
Right.
You could easily carry 10 med packs in that game if you didn't have too much
so
else.
inclined, yeah.
Resident Evil 4 still had the item sorting, though, didn't it? We had to,
It did. It had the Tetris
yeah.
inventory. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I never had room for herbs because I was carrying around like 3 rocket launchers at all times. So.
Yeah. There's a really big fish that you can get that like heals you back to full health, except a ton of inventory space.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Way more than what a health kit would take.
Mm-hmm.
or herbs, an herb mix. I can hear you also back to full.
Oops, I want the shotgun. Damn it. There. Okay. Love this gun. The guns like feel so good to use in this game. They all feel, I was gonna mention that too, they feel like hefty, and you know, they leave like huge bullet holes in the walls and dust and stuff. Like the sound, I say they feel hefty, that sounds odd, but like, I mean the sound, like sounds really punchy.
The melee attack is a bit wimpy though to me.
Sorry? What was that?
The melee attack looks a bit wimpy though to me.
Agreed, yeah, the melee attack looks very, like, airy.
Yeah, it looks like it should really knock them out and hit like it does.
Yeah, but it is funny because they will. I haven't actually like got a successful double kick off. I'll try it. It like it sends them flying. The ragdolling is really funny when you kick them.
That sounds funny. Yeah.
Okay, we are still finding Fettel. Keep on trucking.
One game that really had some of the best sort of weapon feels and had to be Black on PS2.
Never played it.
I think it was PS2 or Xbox.
I played that one a bit, yeah.
It's like, like really good construction, destructible environments and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And the weapons just felt so good, and they were loud, they were massive holes in walls. They were just fucking cool.
Cool. So we just saw a guy placing mines down, so it's introducing a new gameplay mechanic where I need to watch out for mines. I forgot. I think there's different types of grenades in this game. There's at least grenades and mines. I don't remember how to switch between them. I'm sure the game will tell me. I haven't picked up any mines yet, but...
I find that mines don't tend to be very useful in video games. Do you say this game follows that trend?
Yes, I throw them like grenades. Otherwise, there are some areas where you can see enemies coming out of a like area with a choke point, and you can toss down the mine there. So when they pass through, they'll explode. That tends to be actually a little more effective than the grenade because they don't immediately scatter. They will walk through it like in formation sometimes, if I remember correctly.
So can you disable mines by shooting them?
Yes, I believe so. I'm gonna try to slowly walk up to them as well. Nope! Yeah, I can definitely shoot them though. Let me back up. Come on. Okay. But now I have,
disable and recover them like in Knights of the Old Republic or something.
No, that's what I was trying to do, but now I still can't pass through here, so I still gotta go around.
Oh, okay. Fallout New Vegas lets you do that?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Fallout, yeah, KOTOR lets you disable traps. Metal Gear.
Okay.
There's the rat AI in action, running away from me.
It's fascinating.
What the fuck? What was that? Did he just dump down and turn invisible? Or something. Okay. That's not a path.
I admire your authenticity for stuff you already know is going to happen.
I didn't know that guy was there, but I know what that enemy is, so yeah. I keep it real for the viewers, yeah. Like, what the fuck? We don't encounter those guys until later.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that is the way to get the most views. Really
True.
overact all the time.
I'm trying to be rich like PewDiePie. Okay, this is... I'm gonna backtrack a little because I think there's some secrets. There was at least another ladder I think I could have gone down or something. Down here. Yeah, up there. Let's see what's up there first. Flickering light. Oh, this is the other side. Turn that off. And then there's probably a secret up here. Yay. I'm gonna go here first. Oh. That's the right way. What's down back there then? Well.
Alright, it's uploading. Remember that wastewater report I mentioned? A little more info here.
I don't know if you saw this, Rain, but these laptops are all Alienware.
Yeah. So something's up with the water, like the water treatment plant. I think there's a reason people are here, and there's like something in the water that's odd. I think.
Maybe
Okay.
some kind of spooky invisible mutant.
Well,
Yes.
yes.
Begins.
There was a spooky invisible mutant that jumped in the water, but I think they're specifically talking about some kind of chemical. Ooh, okay. I think dual-wielding pistols, shotgun, and bolt rifle is still the most fun combo. I will show you this gun. It just zooms in.
Sniper rifle, sort of deal.
Yeah, so it's nothing too fancy. Oh yeah, we just got remote bombs, so I can stick these to walls and detonate them when I choose.
Oh, okay, like a C4 sort of thing.
Yeah. Let me check how to switch grenades real quick. Inventory.
Did that say
Unassigned.
joystick?
Yeah, joystick. Yep. Let's make grenade switching V. Yeah, team radio. I don't play multiplayer. Multiplayer in this game is actually fun because slow-mo is a mechanic. Like you can unlock it, and it's kind of fun.
I guess it works like Killing Floor then, where everybody just does like a universal slow.
Yeah, everyone gets slow except the player that's using slow-mo. Or I guess he's slow too, but everyone is slower. So it's... Well, because look, I slow down too, but I'm still faster than the enemies. So... I do enjoy the enemies, their dialogue is so like over the top, and like the way they scream and stuff. I think it's fun.
It appeals to that sadistic part of you.
Yeah, exactly. This game is, I mean, it is bloody and can be sadistic.
I just love hearing the blood splatter.
Oh yeah, he's enjoying Vermintide for that reason.
Probably one of the
like in a
members of
80
the
second horror film.
watch list.
Yeah. This is another asp rifle, but I'm not going to take it. The game wants me to use it because this is kind of a longer range environment, but the bolt gun is way more fun and it satisfies my needs. Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's like a setup for a bolt.
That's a replica helicopter. It looks different than the army choppers. That looks honestly Russian, so they're probably buying some Eastern European surplus shit. It's even got a star on it. Yeah.
That's got a similar attitude, like human disposability that
Right.
the Russian army has.
Exactly.
Is there a mod for like the Russian national anthem?
Soviet.
Yeah. Doing a really bad job shooting them as they come down. Come on, guys. Face me. So these guys are different looking, like there's a few different enemy models. Yes, there's these guys that are like, I think they're lighter armored and used maybe different guns, I don't know. They just look different, like, let me kill this guy in a minute. Like, these guys are the first ones we encountered, and then there's like these guys with the red visors and like less armor. I don't know if there's a gameplay difference, but a little bit of variety.
Surprised you didn't try shooting the F.E.A.R.
We need to put nail guns in every first-person shooter.
Hell yeah, dude. I'll use that medkit probably after this fight. There's so many of them. Please. Ah! Okay. Whole room went up. I wonder if I even killed anyone.
Yeah, so...
Oh yeah, let's try the... Yeah. Okay.
That reminded me of the Fallout 3.
I died for that, but...
Slow-mo that it gets when you kill him.
Okay, I'm gonna throw... Because I know they're coming. I'm a cheater. Oh, that didn't work.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Metagaming.
I'm gonna, which one's the remote? This one. This is the remote detonation one. Okay. Let's try it. Alright, when they show up. I'm gonna try to... Alright. Metagaming. But it worked. So you can see I'm already at 130 health, so I've picked up quite a few health boosters. I think you go up to 200 at the end, but I might be making that up. Whoa! Oh, another one of these guys. Uh-oh.
How much health did you start with?
100. I'm gonna go ahead and quick save, but I know guy's still around. Yep, there he is, shooting at me. Ah, he punched me in the face. He outsmarted me. Whoa. Okay. Physics. This was back in the day when games really took advantage of their physics engines to do some dumb-looking ragdolling. But...
So you can shoot people in the air and they can keep on flying?
I don't know. I don't think so, but that would be cool. I can try to juggle a corpse. Like, you don't actually move the corpses that much. I think, like, when they die, the game, like, gives them a little boost and throws them in the air. So you can't really manipulate them past that, I don't think. Oh, I just missed this hall this way. Okay. Alright. I'll probably wrap up. I want to try to get through the wastewater plant, and then I'll probably end this stream, because it's been, what, about 3 hours? I mean, I'm enjoying it, but that'd be a good stopping point. Wait, 2? Oh yeah, I started at 9, so I could keep going too, honestly. I think this is actually the end. So, up to you guys, honestly. If you guys want to stick around, I'm happy to keep going. Okay. Oh. Oh, I thought this was my helicopter. Nope, it's theirs. Alright, it's not over yet. Oh, fuck off. So you can see there's a few, sci-fi elements in this game, like especially these big like mech suits. But it's, you know, it's just like near future type sci-fi instead of like crazy stuff. I feel it's still fairly grounded. Like, look at this beat up piece of shit. You know.
It's over the top of something like Time Shift.
Well,
came out a couple of years after this.
Yeah, but I was specifically actually earlier this stream I was talking about the later games in this series. The later F.E.A.R games went with a more sci-fi feel for the replicas and like their vehicles, and I like that in this one. Everything is more grounded. Their equipment, the trucks, their helicopters are like surplus Russian helicopters, you know, that kind of thing. So, oh, we are done with the water plant, I think. Okay, so earlier we watched our allies, the other army like Delta Squad, get extracted to Armachem headquarters situation there. So Fettel escaped us again, and we are now going to Armachem to see what is going on there. Because they went missing. Special Forces, I don't know what that stands for, but Delta team. So, as always, they got themselves fucked up, and we gotta go get in there and see what happened.
Mother, what can you tell us about your recon team? We were monitoring them on the security.
What effects are quite decent for the team?
Yeah,
So
I was.
level 4. How many levels are it?
Oh, I don't know. The game is about 8 hours long. We're about to start like the middle section. Like that was the beginning. It's like 3 acts. The three main levels: water treatment plant, this headquarters, and then the like last area, basically. So I'd say we're about a third of the way through. So we have arrived. Oh no, LZ is hot.
I like how it just flopped up.
Yeah. Oh, ouch. I heard him, but I thought he was, like, in another room.
Looks like it's 11.
This is really draining my med packs, actually. Alright. Hopefully that's it.
These guys can't take out wounds like regular soldiers.
I'm not a regular soldier. I have heightened reflexes. That's the. I'm also a F.E.A.R operative.
Yes, you may or may not have been like genetically enhanced in some way.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah, I love that you heard it there, but they always sound so fucking annoyed with each other. Maybe because they're all clones, so they're like, why am I telling myself what to do? That kind of thing. I don't know.
Yeah. They're all insecure that like who's the
like
true clone.
The game wants you to not like them because they are all quite rude. There's no sympathy for the replicas.
It's too bad. They should make a cyberpunk feel that explores the ethics of the replicas being used this way.
We have the same idea.
I like the bitch slap melee.
Yeah. Love the ragdolls. He didn't hear his buddy get shot, I guess. They're usually pretty good at noticing me not be stealthy. Oh, he's right here. Ah! He got me down to 1 health. Running low on ammo on that gun.
You can still pull through like an 80s action hero.
Exactly. I'm gonna probably switch out my pistols because they're low on ammo. I'll switch to a submachine gun, which is good for this whole level because it's generally fairly close quarters. They don't have one. I have one. Ah! They have assault rifles. I don't want an assault rifle. But submachine gun's more fun on this level. IMO. Tactical. Some giblets.
Some meat.
Yeah. he exploded. That's if you get a grenade close enough to them, they blow up.
Too bad, what's his name isn't here. Now that meat's gonna go to waste.
Oh yeah, Fettel, yeah. Here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna swap out my pistols. There we go. There is some ambient music now, so maybe it's gonna get spooky soon.
Yes.
Rame's already downloading the soundtrack.
Yeah. Oh shit.
We're overdue for a good spook.
It's good background music. I wouldn't like listen to it on its own. I think it's good though.
I think another similar timeline game that had a good soundtrack for it. It was the Republic Commando.
Oh, I loved Republic Commando, yeah. And yeah, you're right. The music was awesome. Oh, I know where to go. We're about to infiltrate the building.
Is the I don't know if anybody knows, but is the Switch release for Republic Commando a remaster or is it just a re-release?
I don't know. I think if it was a remaster, I'd have heard about it because that would be awesome.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah, I heard they were doing like a re-release, but I'm not sure if they were going to like properly update it or just kind of like port it over.
So we need to.
The interesting thing about. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say we need to reset the network hub because the building's security is locking us out. That's all. Nothing important.
Classic. Restart the computer.
Exactly.
Solve your problem.
That's sweet. You get to watch a film.
Yeah, if you want.
2001, it looks like.
Yeah, it's the same one. Yeah.
Hey, a person, a real person it looked like. We're gonna start fighting the security as well as the replicas, which they're not as interesting, they're not as cool, but it's okay. A little bit of variety.
It's even less morale because now you're killing real people.
Yeah, now it's real people. What was that? Let's check it out. Oh.
Stay out of my way.
What? Was he up there? Okay. So the real hallmark of a good first-person shooter is a usable water fountain, so this game does not have that.
Yeah, that's garbage. So no degrading weapons, no reusable water fountains. It's basically a 0 out of 10 at this point.
Something is following me through the ceiling tiles.
I mean, you say this, but we've got to that point now in... Never mind, I always talk over this.
I mean, these honestly aren't important.
Program that started in 1973.
Okay.
Something about health issues related to microgravity. Loss of muscle mass, bone density, shit like that.
Okay, so they found some documents on some kind of experiments. Those like little dialogues are like vaguely, they give a little background on like some of the enemies you're fighting or like a little bit of what's going on, but they're not like vital to the plot at all. So they were actually talking about like the next enemy we'll encounter. It's like it's a result of experiments about microgravity. Whoa!
So is that the main theme of this game? The transhumanism? Genetic experimentation?
That's a good point. Not really, but it does come up a lot. This game's main theme is shooting people.
You have one new message. First message from an outside number. Peter, it's Carla at Hudson Avionics. Where is everybody? I can't reach anyone over there. I need to talk to Brett about this draft he sent over, but he hasn't returned my call. It's really important he gets back to me as soon as possible. Okay? Thanks. End of messages.
Okay.
I'm sure she said she needs to talk to Brett.
Yeah, get back to her.
Get back
She
to her.
left her waiting since 2005.
I'm gonna check out over here first because it looks darker. Okay, this is just to loop back around, I guess, maybe. Or just a waste of time. Who knows? Here's that satellite we saw, or at least a replica of it in the video. So Armacom has something to do with space. They do have satellites.
Okay.
Yeah, so these guys are like
Agent.
super fast, like stealth agent ninjas.
Cool.
Yeah, so they're actually
Are
really
they also replicas?
yeah, everything's a replica except the security people. But anything with I think anything with a mask is a replica. But they are like actually pretty tough to take down if you don't use slow-mo. So whoa, because they are actually really fast.
When they have that electricity effect, is that just visual or will that actually hurt you?
That's just visual. It's just like the result of their like stealth.
So suit getting damaged?
Suit. Yeah, exactly. They just kick you. They do like acrobatic ninja kicks.
Oh, okay, cool. They don't have guns.
They don't have guns. I'll let one kill me.
Beyond the need for such crude weaponry.
Exactly. It would get in the way of their ninja flips if they had to carry a gun.
Probably, yeah.
There's a phone here.
This is how the media cyber assassins.
That's right.
They
Yeah.
have to really do.
Okay, that was actually pretty important. So they're talking about something happened in the past with Fettel that they're worried about happening again because he has all these soldiers under his command, and last time he was just a kid, but even then, like, whatever happened was really bad.
A synchronicity event, which my assumption is that refers to the creation of like a superpowered kid, similar to, and Alma would be the second synchronicity event.
Okay.
That's my hypothesis.
Yeah, that's, that makes sense. I'm just gonna check it up here real quick. I think I might have... Yeah, this is just backtracking. On we go! So I do like this level at first. Like, it just goes on for too long, but like, the creepy abandoned office is like kind of cool. I don't know. It makes it only creepy because you're playing F.E.A.R. I guess it's not creepy inherently, but...
I thought that was one of the ninja guys, and I thought it just like dropped.
No, but I was waiting for him to come down, yeah. Poor guy, yeah. But this is actually the best example in the game of use of lighting and shadows, where like harsh lighting, harsh shadows to like hide the environment and maybe build some tension.
Make it spookier, yeah.
Make it spookier, exactly. No Alienware laptops here.
Oh, it's an office. A bit weird, isn't it?
I mean, they're around.
We got a couple employees who sneak their Alienware laptops in to play F.E.A.R. on their lunch breaks.
Yeah,
I think.
This is just a metaphor for how the true horrors of life lies in the...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a real horror game. People are actually buying Alienware laptops.
Is this the way? Oh, okay, up here. Where do I go? Okay.
Do you think Alienware laptops of this time could run F.E.A.R.? My presumption would be no.
I don't know. F.E.A.R. wasn't like Crisis, where it was like unrunnable. It was just like a benchmark, so I think it'd be fine. Isn't Alienware like actually good? It's just overpriced.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I don't know.
I think like if you know how to put together your own PC, it's probably better for the cost than Alienware. But if you don't or don't care to bother learning, you can just kind of get an Alienware. Yeah. It's fine.
So I'm just letting these guys hit me so that you can see their attacks. They seem to just punch. I thought they like kicked too, but all right, that wasn't that exciting.
No.
They kick. They like jump around to like dodge bullets, but I guess they just run up and punch you. Stop. How do you like it, asshole? Where'd he go?
They just kind of just try and poke you in the eyes.
Yeah, they just like... Yeah, I know. It's like awkward punching too. There's like no weight behind it. There's one.
Alright, it's uploading.
Oh, they do have Alienware,
Yeah.
Looks like the Icarus program got shut down in favor of something called
Look at the size of them.
I know. Okay, so some project got shut down in favor of another one that was the... Yeah, so Raim, at the beginning of some exposition, like, Paxton Fettel is like a dude that is supposed to be, is part of this company, Armachem, got contracted by the military to create a clone army that would receive orders psychically. So Fettel is like the psychic commander, but he like went rogue, and now the army is like, the army of clones is doing what he wants.
And he's a cannibal.
And he's a cannibal, and we haven't quite figured out why, but some hints have been dropped. I won't say it, but if you guys figure it out, feel free to... Oh. Okay.
Shoot him.
It's the Jurassic Park guy.
Does kind of look like him.
Newman.
Yeah, Newman. He's literally, like, based on Newman.
Is he gonna betray you in a similar way?
It's possible.
What am I, an IS lackey? Tell you what, you disable the local security system, and I'll see what I can do about the server.
I can disable it remotely.
Don't trust him. Kill him.
I wish.
On a separate network.
I like the music.
I know. I was gonna say that too.
Yeah, that was very comical music.
He's a bit of comic relief, I guess.
Yeah.
He's gonna die, you know. Is he gonna come back and... I mean, there's enough meat there for the cannibal guy, you know.
Yeah, so he also, like, just like Newman in Jurassic Park, he wants to bring down the entire security system for some unknown, some ulterior purpose, it seems. Well, we don't know that, but he is very suspicious.
And end up getting him killed by a poison-spitting dinosaur.
It's very possible, yeah. That's the next enemy type we're actually going to encounter.
Oh, cool.
So it turns into a Turok game.
Yeah. I never played Turok. It's like too... I know they're good, but they were like too old to particularly interest me. I mean, I do play old games, but...
You're making me feel old now. I used to play Turok.
I mean, I still play like the first Doom. So it's not like a fair criticism, but... Yeah, you are old. Yeah, you are old. You deserve to feel old.
I'm probably more likely to play a game if it's at least like 10 to 15 years old or older.
Yeah. Well, this game is...
I also play some.
Oh! Okay, well, didn't expect them to be that close, so let's try that again. You know what, I'm gonna metagame. That was awful.
That's what you get.
That is what I get. I just wasted a grenade.
Mr. Ace speedrunner.
I've never seen a F.E.A.R. speedrun. Honestly, it's probably just a bunch of like glitches. My favorite speedruns are like 100% speedruns. Like any percent is cool, I respect it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it just depends on the game.
Yeah, that's true.
Techniques they use. I can see how it would be lame to just watch them like glitch through the walls and get to the end of the game.
Yeah, I see a lot of that. But some games like that's fine. You don't have to throw a grenade. He did it.
Even like Ocarina of Time, the speedrun, they found some glitch that lets them just like skip the vast majority of the game, finish in 10 minutes or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's why I think Sora does the randomizer, so you can just beat that.
Yeah, that's...
I know there was a thing with Zelda with Wind Waker where there's that barrier at one point that you have to get the Master Sword to go through, and people found a way to glitch through it. And that actually ended up like completely ruining the any percent speedrun because you would get to the final dungeon without the items you needed basically, and then you'd have to do this really specific glitch where you like kill yourself at the exact right time and hope that a fairy randomly flies into you to get past. And so it was just like really luck based and really unfun to do. And so people kind of just stopped playing Wind Waker any percent because that glitch was found.
I've heard about that happening with some other games too. It's like it's fun until a certain glitch is found, and then that glitch is mandatory. So yeah. Yeah,
and then I guess they kind of just did like all dungeons as the category that took over instead.
Okay. I am going in circle. Wait, was that a medkit? No, but there's a phone.
You have one. First message.
Huh, it changes textures. That's cool.
Norton, it's Ian High. Look, Alan Squade stopped by my office this morning.
Cheesy poos.
What?
It's not that I personally give a rat's ass, but the last thing we need right now is a sexual harassment case drawing unwanted attention to this task force. It's supposed to be a secret after all, okay? Thanks, Norton.
End of messages.
Okay. Someone's sexually harassing.
It's no good.
Yeah. Typical office drama.
Yeah.
I think I'm going in circles, but we'll find out. Okay, so I did, I reset the, like, network, I think, and then, like, a door opened up here, maybe? I got completely turned around, but this might be the right way. No, this goes back to where I was. But, oh, he's gone. Okay, so I think this is right. Yeah, okay, there's enemies here, so I'm going the right way. Oh, that's are these... Those are vents I might be able to crawl into. Thanks for lining up. I wonder if I can get up there. Not here, but... I wonder what's up there. Let's just see. Definitely a vent. Okay, I'll keep my eye out for ways to get up there, I guess. Might be some secrets. Might also just be where ninja enemies come down from, so... What? That was bullshit. That was bullshit. I had those guys.
Nailed to the head.
I know. I'm so bad at throwing grenades. Oh god. I'm so fucked. That actually wasn't too bad. He tried to punch me. The fool. Alright. Metagaming. Switching guns. I like this gun. Sometimes it annoys me that headshots aren't instant kills, but I actually think it fits the game a little bit better where the enemies are supposed to be not like spongy, but you're supposed to spray your bullets a bit.
Nick gifted me a game on Steam.
Oh, that's nice of him.
Yes, it's called Before Your Eyes. I've never heard of this.
What, any particular occasion, or he's just being polite?
He just said, I thought you might enjoy this game, so here you go.
Huh. What a nice guy.
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Oh yeah.
Graham, don't get jealous. I'm sure I bought you.
I'll have to try it out.
Yeah. It sounds vaguely familiar, but that might just be wishful thinking.
Yeah, I haven't heard of it before, I don't think.
Okay. So.
It's a gay romance. No, it's not right.
How to explain it?
Omori
Gay
2.
romance visual novel. Omori 2.
Jeez, that's my favorite genre of video game.
Omori.
No, John.
Omori
No,
2.
I meant-
Omori's Revenge.
I meant gay visual novels.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know, if
Yeah,
you take the
100%.
interpretation that Sunny and Basil were dating, you know, Maury, or in love with each other, then maybe you can basically consider it a gay visual novel.
Possibly, yeah. Okay, so I think something spooky happened up there and I missed it, but there is blood. It's been a while since we had some scares, so... About damn time. This part is under construction.
Smashing all these monitors, and there's poor aim there is that to go through like two like broken monitors.
Is there any particular reason you're smashing them all?
It's fun. Yeah.
Yeah. It's cathartic.
It's cathartic, yeah.
It makes the network go down faster.
Paxton Fettel just said she's the original.
No. Well, that kind of screws my theory. My headcanon is down the drain after this revelation.
Yeah, he said he was made from her, somehow.
So, probably referring to Alma.
Right, probably.
Like a safe
there's only one female character in the game. No, it's not true. There are 3, actually.
Yeah, there's the lady. The
Yeah.
lady who was with you in F.E.A.R. command group or whatever.
Yeah, and then we'll meet one more later. Oh, this is the first room in the game, if you guys recall. I actually do have to shoot these or they will damage me. That is Alma.
I'm gonna tell you, are you drunk? Can't see shit.
Yeah. Spooky bitch.
He's drunk on horror.
My favorite way to be. That's why I watch so many horror movies. It gets me buzzed.
Do you watch them while drinking vodka?
Yes, that does help too. Okay. That's Fettel's endgame, I guess. He's trying to set Alma free from something.
Interesting.
He needs to find her first, though, so that's why he's going around.
Because he perceives her as a mother, I guess, instead of respect.
Possibly, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so
I will not confirm or deny.
Alma's on the cover for the second F.E.A.R. game, isn't she?
Yes, and the third.
So she's just a reoccurring like ghost.
Yeah.
I actually think I read something about like Alma sexually assaulting the player character in one of these games.
That is correct. She rapes you in the second game and becomes pregnant with your child. Yes.
Oh,
Wow.
Interesting.
Yep.
That sounds very intense.
Yep.
Where can I pre-order order this game?
Didn't I show you the PC Gamer magazine cover with sexy Alma on it?
No.
Because she makes herself look sexy to like then rape you later in the second game. Like she changes her form because otherwise she looks super creepy.
She's surely not fucking 6 years old. Or
No, no, yeah, I guess I'm not gonna
Right,
spoil it, but she is not actually a little girl, I guess. See, we shouldn't have talked about that because it's a spoiler, but yeah, there is no child rape in F.E.A.R.
Oh, it's not child rape, it's a child rapist.
Technically, it's, I mean, she can't consent even if she's been the one doing the...
Jesus Christ.
Alright, this...
Yeah, I'm gonna say this is just...
Anyway, something's happened here. There's blood on the ceiling.
Can you imagine that though, getting raped and then getting charged with statutory rape afterwards?
Yeah, that would be a bad day.
Yeah.
I think if I go down there, it might be backtracking. No, that's the level end. Okay. There was a elevator there, but I think I don't think there's anything in it. You know what? We'll just check.
That on goodies.
We'll just check it. I don't think there's goodies, but it wants me to. There we go. Okay, we'll just check it out real quick. This is also like one of the coolest scenes in a way. It's just like so ridiculous. Like, what the fuck happened here?
This is going to take some time.
Yeah, right? Okay, so, yeah, doesn't do anything. My bad. There are spooky elevators in this game, but that wasn't one of them. Alright. Moving on. Oh, Hyper is in the chat. He says, well, time to play the second game. Welcome to the stream, Hyper. And the second game is not bad. Jokes aside, it is the same devs, and it's like they do a lot of things. They change a lot of things that this game did better, in my opinion. Like, this game is just better overall. But the second game is not a bad game. I'm just looking around. Okay. Can I get up there? I think I can. Ooh. I'd say the third game is legitimately not very good, but the second game is actually pretty decent.
But usually if it is a horror game and it switches to a more co-op centered focus, I take that as a red flag.
Right. Okay,
When I was playing the other one, Dead Space, I heard a lot of grousing about the third game of that series too, which did the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
So not very pleased with that one.
Right. Shit. Hope I got him. Let's find out. Yep. Oh. I'm gonna explore a bit before going that way. A phone! My favorite method of exposition. Messages.
Hideo Kojima is nodding approval.
Yeah, that's true. The cassettes. Fuck. Okay. He did a solid 3 damage to me. Oh, but he took out my armor, so actually that was a good punch.
Happy says it's giving him kind of split vibes, probably because of the
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we did talk about that. It was a common thing. I think Max Payne was the game that really like popularized it.
Yeah.
And then lots of other games started doing that. And it became kind of a cliche to include it in first-person shooters after a point. Or just shooter games in general, I guess.
This is where I came from. I don't know, like, there's not really that many shooters that did it. I know it was a thing for a bit, but I might be inexperienced, but I think...
Yeah. I couldn't name, like, tons of examples. I know there's, like, Red Dead Redemption made it a mechanic.
Oh, true. I forgot about that, actually, so...
There's, one of the Wolfenstein games. I think it might be the one that's, like, a reboot, but just called Wolfenstein.
Yep, that's correct, yeah.
The Wolfenstein... Mass Effect 2 also has it.
Yep. Yep. Sure, yeah, good point. I had forgotten all those examples.
Stranglehold.
Painkiller. Okay, a little more. I think they were talking about the synchronicity event. So this next one that's upcoming that they're talking about is just like the first.
Trying to prevent it, right?
Yeah, because they've confirmed it'll be just like the first, but like potentially worse consequences. I think they just said he's after the hostage, so there is a hostage here that we are supposed to rescue. I might have missed the dialogue talking about it, but the enemies just gave it away. Yeah. I'm just gonna... It's a rare occasion where they are in way better cover than me, so I'm actually getting fucked. I'm gonna throw a grenade. Now I'm starting to... Now I'm really starting to suck. There we go. Okay, that wasn't great, but I survived. Any fight you can walk away from is a good fight. Oh, someone's in there. Hold on a sec, dude. Okay. That's no good. Nope.
Alright, another civilian. Dead mother, we've located a hostage. Sounds like he's wired up with explosives. Roger, I'll send somebody to help out. Give him a comm link.
Am I supposed to like touch him? Oh, okay. Oh, I'm giving him the comm link. Okay.
Hello? You guys special forces or something?
No.
That's right. Just sit tight, Mr.
Bishop. Aldous Bishop.
Demo team's on its way. Okay, buddy. There's some elevators near your position. Secure the area and escort the team back to Bishop.
Just that, like...
Don't call me buddy.
Yeah, I was wondering where that is. Your character have a name?
No, I'm just called the Point Man.
Okay.
And by Point Man, they mean like just going alone. Usually Point Man has a squad with them, but nope.
Not this Point Man.
Nope, nope. Just exploring around.
I think it's nice when the other gun that you had, like a rifle, where the ammo counter was on the gun itself.
Yeah, the bolt rifle, yes, because I mentioned this at the start, but the UI is way too small. I have it actually... Can I scale it up? Yeah, HUD text scaling is large. But I wonder
something
if
that Halo did a lot too, was having the numbers on the guns, and Dead Space as well.
Yeah, Dead Space
made a point of like... Yeah, you made a point of like integrating all of your... or a lot of the GUI onto like the actual game, like your health bar was just on your character's spine.
Yeah. I mean, the entire...
Which makes sense in context, because it wouldn't be useful to the person wearing it all to have his spine showing him like how his vitals are.
Well, it's like it's an engineer's suit, so you're supposed to have a buddy with you, I guess. But yeah,
I guess so.
Maybe he might have Isaac might have a HUD in his helmet, but the player just sees the whatever. I'm over explaining. You can't just go through fucking... What was that? What? Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, that was all in the fucking perception of reality.
Must be.
Definitely not in core programming on the part of developers or anything.
No, that doesn't happen. Oh god. I'm wasting my reflex. Next. Oh, fuck off.
That's a good example of using that kind of integrated UI on the minimal, that is not hot on your face, but that it becomes part of the player and its equipment. I think there are a couple of other games that try to do it, but not as intuitively. Because at least in Dead Space you have a clear view of the of your health bar, and it stands out, the colors of the entire gray brownish.
It definitely works from a clarity point of view.
Okay, so I'm escorting demolitions expert back to the hostage, who needs he needs some help with the bombs. Where are you fucking going? Okay.
Bomb expert?
That's right. Don't worry, you'll be fine.
Just get this shit off me. Please.
Whoever rigged this is definitely a pro.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
He may be a pro, but I'm a master. A fire alarm.
It was triggered at the security office on that floor.
Throw a grenade under his chair just for the wall.
Diffuse this. Okay, fire alarm's gone off. I mean, why do we care exactly? But
Do you have any idea why you were taken
It's
hostage?
just a drill.
They were asking about Harlan
hope so.
Wade. He and his daughter Alice are on the same task force. What kind of task force? We're working on a study on the Auburn district over the past 25 years. Nobody told us what it's for. Where's his daughter now? Her office is in the executive on the 6th floor.
okay, so we gotta try to find
You have one
some guy's daughter.
first message from Alice Wade. Hey Aldous, it's Alice Wade. I put some photocopies in your mail basket. It's a bunch of news articles I dug up about Auburn from the last 25 years. There's a surprising amount of corroboration of the physical symptoms that old woman told us about. Seems a lot of people over the years reported feeling uncomfortable or nauseated after spending any amount of time there. But if it was some kind of chemical or radiological contamination, why didn't the city find anything in the soil or the groundwater? It doesn't make a lot of sense. Oh well, I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, so that elucidated a bit of what we were talking about earlier, where there's actually not something in the water. People were feeling sick, and the water treatment plant was investigated, but turns out it was fine. So for some reason, people around a specific area of the city, the Auburn district, which is where we were in the water treatment plant, were feeling sick.
Thought it was going to turn into Batman Begins, where the water was contaminated and set out the fear of people.
Maybe. Could be. So, that's not good. But, this is the fire alarm, I think. Let's turn it off. Well, listen to the phone first, in case turning off the fire alarm sets off a scripted event.
First message from
Marshall, this is Marshall. Something's happening over here at the Perseus compound. I can hear gunshots, but the security system just went down, so I don't know what the situation is. Just send all available security teams to lock this place down. I'll call back once I have a better idea what's going on.
end of message.
So I think the Perseus compound is where the replicas were made and where they escaped from with Fettel, based on what I've gathered. Ah!
Okay.
The elevators are working again, but now the security gates are all shutting. You're gonna have to find another way to the roof. Holiday, can you guys escort Mr. Bishop? We'll take good care of
Here's my friend.
Yep. Uh-oh. Spooky elevator. I don't want to take my floor.
Better, I'm pretty much done here.
Any theories?
I'm gonna need to do some lab work.
Alright, head back to the roof and sit tight. Maybe a while before we can get a ride out of there for you.
Understood.
Oh. It's fucked. Gotta be careful around elevator shafts.
The data's uploading. Well, this confirms the point of Perseus was to train telepathic commanders to work with clone soldiers, although it looks like Paxton Fettel was the only commander of the program. The weird thing is, they refer to him as the second prototype.
The plot thickens.
Well, that kind of just reconfirms what we already knew about Alma being the first one that he was talking about.
Oh. This one's open. Okay. Why are you here? Oh, okay. He just said he might try to come this way. It's like, why would there be random ass replicas on this floor, but they're tracking me? I really hope. Okay. I was gonna say, I really hope it doesn't hit the guy in front of me. There's an explosive barrel there I need to get away from. Cool. So you can see that generally each individual gunfight or sequence of gunfights is like fairly challenging, but not to the point where like it's not a survival game. You're not constantly being like, oh, my health is too low for the next fight, or like I don't have enough ammo.
Yeah, you're sitting on 10 med packs now.
That's also very true, yeah. I used them all at the start of this mission, but I've been collecting them back. So.
Maybe that's just a testament to your expert level of play rather than anything about the game.
I have played this game a lot, so I kind of instinctively know. I'm not like particularly good at shooters, but I'm not bad, you know, I'm alright.
It also helps with the aimbot that you've got as well.
Right, yeah. I always run an aimbot. I don't like losing at games. That makes me very angry, so.
That's what you mean when you say let's use mods in your games.
True.
Using mods in competitive multiplayer games. It's just textures, I swear.
Monster Hunter aimbot.
By no clipping through the floor.
Yeah. No clip is so much fun. I used to play, like when I was younger, I'd play games and just like turn on the no clip and like just float around. Like Jedi Outcast, I did that a lot. Okay, that was a poor approach on my end.
I used to host LAN games with my brother with Half-Life 2. And I just used to, if you're the host, you can put some cheats on.
Yeah.
And I just used to use no clip and just fly around and kill him. He'd be like, well, there's no point fucking playing this.
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh, that's a lot of them. Really? Now, you know, I thought I had him pretty good there. Let's try again. There we go.
He said that way. He said grenade.
Grenade. I didn't say grenade. Unless, I mean, maybe I accidentally.
The enemy did.
Oh.
The enemy went grenade.
Oh, maybe. Are you talking about me? I was like,
he's a replica. What can you expect from him, really?
I'm gonna try to grab this from down here.
I've got some audacity mispronouncing.
Yeah, crocheting in these English.
I don't know if I can actually get up there. Oh, I can. Haha. Or not. I'm gonna look down there real quick again, just to see if I didn't miss anything. Why not? Do I need that? Nope. That's right. Oh, this goes up. Okay, cool. Yeah, there we go. Found it. I don't know when hyper joined, but what I'm looking for is
a cannibal.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, plot-wise, yes. I'm looking for a psychic cannibal, but right now I was going to get this, which is boosts my health or reflexes. Reflexes the slow-mo bar, so that's why I went back there to find that thing.
Yeah, that was a green aid that boosts your
yeah, blue
aid that increases your health.
Correct. That's what the replica was talking about. What the fuck is that?
That's how advanced the AI is. They help you find the secrets in this game too.
Can't wait for the F.E.A.R. live action where they cast Matt Mikkelsen.
Yeah. Wait, man. Are these replicas? Oh. It's like, are those my squad or? Okay. I think that's my helicopter and face me like a man. Oh. Yeah, you do.
Do a trick shot, do like a 360, and then...
Okay, hold on. Let me find an enemy. There was a guy that just said, ah! There you go. That cost me a medkit. There's more of them.
Like, put some like college sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, the air horns.
Yeah. Oh baby, a triple.
What? Why did he kill me? Whatever. I'm gonna do that again, but this time I'm gonna metagame it. Because I know. Where the fuck did that go? Okay, that was terrible. I'm so bad. Just talking about how good I was at FPS games, and here we go. Fuck you! Oh, I got the other guy too. Alright, cool.
This is not as insane as the final section with the stalker charger novel.
Oh yeah. The worst part of the game. Where are you guys looking?
I got some flashbacks at that moment here.
Oh, I can type? What the fuck? I accidentally hit T and it pauses the game and lets me type. Cool. I mean, this game does have multiplayer. It's just funny that you can also do that in single player.
Just like trash talking the AI.
Yeah. The ultimate reflex is like.
I think that's how advanced they are, is that it will actually hurt their feelings if you type to them.
It'll lower their aim, yeah.
Easy.
They're going to flashback feedback.
They used to do that on the...
I just threw a grenade. Wait, I'm not gonna reload. Okay, that's fine.
They used to do that on Unreal 1. The text chat and come up and say shit.
Hey, he's fine. Did you see that? Yeah, I'm fine.
Just ask you if you're alright and then proceed to shoot.
He was talking to his O. Did I quick save next to the grenade? That's
yeah, I think you did.
Okay, let's quick save again. Okay. So they, a helicopter abandons me because they kill one of the guy on there, so I have to stay here and find a new way out, I guess. Kill him that time. So these are the security guards instead of replicas. So for some reason, you know, they're shooting at us too. Really? Okay.
You're just turning into Cyber Shadow where you just keep dying over and over again.
I know. It's because I keep getting like instant killed. Like if I have time to heal, I'm fine. But oh my god.
What we'd do is if Brain was struggling too much, I would just read a book so that he didn't have to focus on the talking and just focus on playing the games. If you need me to do that,
no.
Just tell me.
I'm good. I got it. Okay. I'm just gonna use all my fucking medkits. Save here.
We can upload them. And now it's the team by their character too.
Please die.
Read an essay about depictions of rape in media. See if they mention F.E.A.R. too.
Oh yeah. Might.
Might have to be in video games. And it turns into a Postal, I think.
Postal? Maybe. That's a very edgy game. I haven't really played it myself.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't either, but I remember a video about with
Coleman's Reign.
practically sexual harassment, yeah, because the guy he's very good comments to girls.
Mm-hmm.
He just like picks on them.
Okay.
It's very much like player defined thing.
It's true. Like you can choose what to do in Postal. That's kind of the point of it. Is you can do whatever you want, kind of. But it is very edgy.
It's not a defined part of the story. You know what the scene of F.E.A.R. 2 is.
Right. Okay. I did it.
I'd argue it's worse.
Yeah.
I did it. Now where do I go?
Well, I don't know if I'm not saying it's better or worse. I'm just saying it's that different. not an intrinsic part of Postal 2 per se, because you can go through all the things that are happening. So, from the point of analyzing a text, you have less to analyze about like the creator's intent, what they're trying to do.
Ah! Okay. Well, I fell into the bowels of the building.
And the water is not contaminated. Already found that out, right?
Yeah, exactly. Ah! We're getting tossed around. Okay, back in the water. Poor point, man.
Yeah, you go through a lot.
And that was the second time I exploded. Okay, I just wanted that thing, now we can go. I think the game's trying to tell me something about going this way instead. Oh, the building's like exploding around me.
After it literally pushed you to the other way.
I actually wonder what's happening. I don't know why the building is exploding. Must be all the shooting. Okay. It's not a jumping puzzle, is it? No, I definitely can't go that way. Okay.
That's for the best, I would think.
Yeah. Nope. Okay, I guess I do go back this way, but I don't know where to go from there. Oh, you know what? No. I was about to say maybe I gotta climb some pipes. But, ah, here we go. I figured it out. Alright, I'm gonna say I want to try to hit the next level and then probably call it a night. So just finish the sequence because it's been about 3 hours. You usually go for that long. So.
Yeah. That'll be like around half of the game or close to that.
Yeah, actually we're pretty close to half. So.
Not counting the 2 DLCs though.
Yeah, if I do want to play the DLCs,
I think
I'm happy to do that.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'll play both. Like Extraction Point is just really good. It's just more F.E.A.R. goodness, and then Perseus Mandate is. We'll see how bad it is.
Yeah, apparently bad. That would be interesting to investigate that. Yes.
Right. Okay.
Sometimes it's just hype, and some people are spoiled. You know, like they haven't actually played that many legitimately bad games, so they'll think like a not too horrible game is like really bad.
Well, yeah, and I think it's probably objectively worse than the other games, but yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's probably not like Sonic 06 or something.
No.
Which I played all the way through.
Really, I'm impressed.
Yes.
And disappointed.
You know, one of the more interesting things about that game is that you can mitigate how bad some parts of it are if you like know how to approach them, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
The boss fight against Silver the Hedgehog is very notorious, but it turns out that if you don't try to homing attack him and just kick him, it's actually quite easy.
Okay. So I just raised the water level here, and I'm not. I guess. Oh, actually, this gate opened. Okay, got it.
What's it if you keep repeating all the time? It's like Silver. It says something over and over again. It's just so
it's no use.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of just like unacceptable flaws in that boss fight. He can combo you, he can hit you, and then do damage to you, and then catch you in the air after he's throwing you and finish you off. and it's impossible to get locked into an infinite combo where he will hit you up against the wall in such a way that you will grab a ring again, but then he'll grab you again and hit you, and it'll just go on forever.
Oh.
Keep getting the ring back.
I just think it's such a fitting quote that all it says is it's no use. Like, oh yeah.
True. Okay. Okay, so I'm backtracking now. Yeah, that's right.
Never play Sonic 06.
Ah, shit.
Masterpiece.
Yeah, I don't know if
That was the hedgehog. Also, very bad, I think.
I think I enjoyed Sonic 06 more than Shadow the Hedgehog, to be honest.
Huh. Okay.
Wow.
Hey, man. Everybody's got an opinion.
Well, I'm not saying that as a testament to like Sonic 06 being good. I'm saying that as a testament to like how bad Shadow the Hedgehog is.
Alright. Level 6. So, I guess we're probably about halfway through, and hopefully next time we'll wrap up the office building pretty quickly. Spoilers, I think it goes on for a bit longer, but then the rest of the game is cool, so... I mean, this part's cool too. Anyway, thank you guys for joining. Thanks to our viewers for watching. I'll shoot out a message when I'm streaming next, and we'll try to... We should probably be able to finish the game next time. And, yeah. I'll see you guys around.
Sounds good. Yeah, see ya.
See ya.
See you later.